if you are in love with Valentino DONNA in Roma, but you think, well, it's a little too much for me right now, well, don't worry too much about it, because I found an excellent, really nice dupe to it, which is this one, this fragrance right here that is called Pour Femme, and it's by Mast. This one smells very similar to Valentino DONNA in Roma. If I have to give you a number, I will say 98%. There is a few differences, but it's very close. When I was wearing this one, people saw I was wearing this one. That's how similar they are. Very, very similar. This one is truly a great alternative to Valentino DONNA in Roma, which I happen to have my sample right here. And yes, I like it. I think it smells really nice, very pretty, but it can be pricey. Valentino DONNA in Roma, but is this a worth getting perfume or not? Because does it smell cheap? It have a good price, but is it a cheap perfume? Does it last or not? Well, I'm going to give you all my opinion about it. I'm going to tell you everything that I experienced when I was wearing the fragrance, and I did wear it different times, by the way. But let's start with the smell profile. What is it that I get in the opening with this one? I get a nice citrus aroma. This is a nice fragrance, by the way. It smells pretty good. So in the opening, I get a citrus aroma, and the citrus that I smell is bergamot. But that citrus aroma is strong and powerful. Not super strong, not super powerful, but it's there, and it's very easy to detect, very easy to notice. And I also smell some sweetness, and I also smell some jasmine, which is nice and it's pretty. Now, when the fragrance dry, you know, when it's, I don't know, around maybe an hour later, when it's dry on my skin, what I get is a beautiful fragrance. I really like this one. So, what is it that I get when it dries? Which I think is the most important fragrance in a fragrance when it finally dries on you. Well, I get sweetness. Still, the sweetness is there for the whole life of a perfume. This is a sweet perfume. I also get jasmine, that is also there. I also get vanilla. And besides that, I get like a berry type of aroma, a very light aroma. Now, the citrus is not there anymore. At least on me, on my skin, it's nice and beautiful and strong in the opening, but in the dry down, it's pretty much, I mean, there is a sprinkle here and there of citrus, but it's so mild that I really don't notice it much at all. Really, it's pretty much there in the dry down. But in the opening, yes, it's nice and strong and pretty. In the dry down, it's all about the jasmine, the vanilla, and like I was saying, that type of berry aroma. I cannot say just one type of berry. It's more like all of them together. Just imagine berries in your hair all together, that aroma putting the perfume, and sweetness. Like I was saying, this is a sweet perfume for sure. Now, if I have to compare this one to Valentino DONNA in Roma, how similar are they? Let's see, what is it that I get here in Valentino DONNA in Roma? In the opening, I get the same thing, citrus. And by the way, in both fragrances, the citrus aromas that I get is a bergamot. It's not, to me, orange or mandarin or lemon or nothing like that. It's more like bergamot. It comes across that way, really, which I like it. I like bergamot. Anyway, but it's pretty much like I was saying in the opening for both of them. In the dry down, the citrus is pretty much there. But I also get in this one, besides the citrus aroma, I also get some sweetness and I get some jasmine. Now, the jasmine, let's talk about the jasmine. In the opening, here I get a jasmine that is kind of floral-like. Imagine like a flower. Well, I mean, jasmine is a flower, but just imagine the floral aroma. You know, like flowers, imagine flowers. That's that type of jasmine that I get here. A jasmine that reminds me or makes me think of a flower. Versus here, the jasmine that I get in the opening is more like a shampoo type of jasmine, a clean jasmine that makes me feel like it's shampoo, it's soapy type of fragrance, type of aroma going on. That's the difference in the opening, the jasmine. Now in the dry down, that jasmine is the same all of a sudden. A nice, beautiful jasmine that is more floral. It's not soapy anymore, it just stays floral. But in the dry down, what is it that I get in both of them? Because it's pretty much the same, like I was saying, those two are very close to each other, very, very similar. So in the dry down, what is it that I get? In this one, I get the same, jasmine, vanilla, sweetness, because this is a sweet perfume. and I also get that very light aroma. And here I get the same thing, but there is a difference in the dry down that I do have to mention to you. They are very close, yes, but this one to me, when I was trying it on my skin and I tried it different times, this one to me seems to be a little lighter, not as dense as this one. This one seems to be denser, and to be honest with you, I noticed that with many dupes that the smell can be very close, very, you know, to the teeth, very, very close, but the how do you say that, the consistency, not the consistency, the, how do you call that word? I can't think of that word right now, but what I'm trying to say is, it's not that this is another toilette and this is another perfume. It's not like that. It's just that this one seems to be a little lighter, and I do notice that with different dupes, that the dupes usually tend to be a little lighter, but not in the way that they water down or smell wicked or nothing like that. Because actually when it comes to projection, they both projects pretty good, no problems there. And the projection here is nice and strong. It's not a weak one. This is a sweet, strong perfume that is powerful. It's not a child perfume. But anyway, this one does seem to be a little lighter compared to this one. This one seems to be a little thicker. Not too much either, because like I was saying, when I was wearing this perfume, and I wore this perfume, both of them, different times, in different occasions, and people saw, because I got comments thinking, oh, you're wearing yesterday's perfume, and the one day I was wearing this one, the other day I was wearing this one, and people saw I was wearing this one all the time. So that's how close they are. And even to me, if you ask me, Isabel, can I wear this one and make people believe that I'm wearing this one? Yes, in my opinion, yes. If you ask me, absolutely, because those are very similar. I was surprised because they are really very close to each other. Like I was saying, the only difference will be more in the opening, because in the opening, the jasmine here is kind of floral, here is kind of shampoo like, and in the dry down they are the same, so no problems there. But the difference in the dry down will be that this one is a tiny bit lighter. Now that you have to apply more to equal to this, no, I don't think so myself, no. But this one does come across a little lighter, but they both are beautiful fragrance. Now, this fragrance, keep in mind, if you are thinking, well, let's just do a blind buy, this one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to like jasmine, because in both the jasmine is a prominent note. It's a note that is easy to detect, especially in the dry, well, in the opening, yes, but in the dry down, I mean, that's what stays with you with the perfume, right? The jasmine is there. Also that you like sweet perfumes, because this is a sweet fragrance. You have the vanilla there that smells very nice, very pretty. It's a nice, sexy perfume. Now, this perfume, both fragrances, I do think are the type of fragrances that, even so they're sweet, they are not gourmand and they are not over the top sweet, but they are sweet perfume. And I think this is the type of fragrance, you know, jasmine and vanilla is a combo that I think everybody or most people like. It's a combo that most people enjoy wearing because it's quite elegant, it's quite alluring, it's very appealing. That's one thing that I think about Valentino born in Roma. I think it does have the designer stamp on it in the way that is a type of fragrance. What's the one thing about designer fragrances? Can you tell me? Think about it. What is the one thing, or at least to me, that I noticed over and over again with designer fragrances? What is it? That they are very people pleaser, right? That they are done in a way that everybody's like, yummy, delicious, love it, right? I'm in love. That's the same with designer fragrances, that they are quite appealing, that they are quite easy to enjoy, easy to wear, easy to likable, very likable, right? And with Valentino born in Roma, I see that once again. It's a fragrance that I see myself, most people would like to smell or smell on somebody else, because it's gentle, it's flirty, it's a little clean. It's just nice. It's just a nice fragrance. And this one, it smells very pretty. This one is a great option, a great alternative to Valentino born in Roma. Like I was saying, if you see Valentino born in Roma and it's too much for you, right at this moment and you want something cheaper, or if you are just thinking to do a blind buy but you don't want to jump into buying something expensive, you're thinking, well, let's try something a little cheaper first, see if I like it, and if I do, then I go for the original. Well, like I was saying, this one is one that is very, very close to Valentino one in Roma, and it's a nice fragrance. It's a pretty fragrance to me. It smells good. I like it. And this one is a flirty perfume. This is not a perfume for the shy people, no, because this perfume calls attention to you. It's nice, it's strong, people can smell you, they are like, you smell good, what is it? Oh, I like your perfume, oh, that's a nice fragrance. I get compliments when I wear this one because it does smell pretty good. I like it, I myself, I like it. I think so. Now, let's go to, is it a cheap perfume? The price is a cheap price. I don't complain about it. Now, when it comes to the perfume itself, it's a good one. No worries there. When I first spray it, I do not notice no synthetic smell, no alcoholic smell, no jackiness, nothing bad that I wouldn't like in a perfume. No, this one is pretty from beginning to end, which is nice. That's a big plus in a perfume that is affordable, that's for sure. Now, when it comes to projection, with this one and with Valentino one in Roma, on my skin, it lasts around 8 hours, both of them. But the difference that I did notice, and I do want to say it, is that this one at the end of, or closer to the 8 hours, was weaker compared to this one. This one, even at the end, it projects stronger compared to this one right here, because I was trying both fragrances, one in one arm and the other one in the other arm, and you know, doing my test there, checking both of them at the same time to see how similar or not similar they were. And this one, they both last, on me at least, because you know, everybody's different. Some people, the perfume lasts longer or less, but on me, on my skin, it was 8 hours, which I saw it was a really good time, because you apply it once and forget about it, you know. But this one at the end was weaker compared to this one. This one was a little stronger on my skin. But, I mean, the price difference is a big one, so I don't complain about that either. I'm okay when to wear something like this. This is something fun, something happy, the smell is nice and pretty. I think this one you can take to work. Just don't overspray, because it might be, you know, because it projects well, so don't overspray. Now, if you are gonna go out, go to the movies, go on a day, I think it will be a nice fragrance for the day, because it's a nice sweet perfume. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. I think it's a very flirty perfume. Very, I like it. I think it's a nice one. Where else can you wear? This is a nice perfume. This is a nice fragrance. I think you could even wear it to I don't know, like something fancy, because it's all about how good you smell with this one. It's not about, oh, it should be something more elegant for this special occasion. You should be wearing something more. No, with this one, when you put on something like this, it's all about how beautiful you smell, how nice and pretty your fragrance is. That's what this one is about to me. I don't see many fragrances being that way, that it can be worn for every single occasion, because you can wear it, I don't know, just to go to the supermarket, or go to a very nice fancy party at work where everybody's looking their best, and you will be, in my opinion, just fine, because it smells really nice. It's a very, very pretty smell. Another beautiful fragrance that smells just wonderful is this one that is called Glacial Bella, and it's by Maison Alhambra. I love this one. And this one, by the way, is a due to Label Intense, the Intense version by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is beautiful. I already make a video talking about these fragrance, and I'm going to put the video next. So if you're interested, you can just click and go watch it. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye.